Welcome everybody to another session of yoga. For those who are coming for the first time, welcome. So for your sake, I'm going to make another introduction. The series we are doing is adapted from the Drew Back Care Yoga series. And we think that the back care is a very important one because in this lockdown, most of the time we're sitting down, and the lower back, some people are having lower back problems. But even if you're not having lower back problems, find that the back care sessions works on the whole of this mid-core. And the way the back care series works is that the understanding is that many people who have lower back problems, unless it is the spine, the bone itself, if it's muscle, that the reason you have the pain, people have the pain is that the muscles in that area are not doing their work. They kind of freeze when they are required to do something. Therefore, the pain starts. So what we are trying to do in this series is to gently lure the muscles in that region back into working with the other muscles, and thereby relieving the pain. And most people who have tried this series say it works because it's developed by different professionals, physiotherapists, GPs, yoga therapists, and everybody to develop this series of exercises. And the good thing is that you do not need to have practiced yoga. You don't need to be flexible or strong to do that. You build the flexibility and the strength from it. The important thing also is that in some other yoga classes we do, we insist on doing things the right way, the holding the pose properly. In this one, there is no wrong way to do it. You interpret it the way your body allows you to interpret it. And you go as far as your body allows you today, because you find that your body's strength and flexibility varies from day to day. So some days you find that you can easily touch your toes, on other days you find you can only reach your knees. Wherever you can reach today, that's fine. If you're going forward this way you can reach, the muscles we're engaging have been engaged already. And that's, you hold it there. And you're going to find that everything is simple in this particular series. Do as far as your body allows you, have fun with it, and at the beginning, give yourself permission that if there's any exercise you don't feel comfortable with, you can skip that one. Give yourself that permission. That way you can now do what you can. So to start, let's stand up in the mountain pose. The mountain pose is simply standing with your toes pointing forward. Usually when we stand, the toes tend to point by the side, but this time I want the toes to point straight forward and the feet to be at hip width apart. So let them just go down, straight down, and the toes are pointing forward. That's a mountain pose. Stand in that pose, soften your knees, soften your ankles, soften your wrists and your elbows. Let them be soft. As we start, let's start with activation by just shaking the hands. See my hands? Just shaking them. Let them shake. The wrists especially, keep shaking. Anyhow you feel comfortable shaking them, let them shake. Just keep shaking them. We want to activate the hands. And I bring them up a little so that you start getting the elbows involved. And then come up to shoulder level, shake them anyhow. Shake, take them up, shake them up. And then alternate as if you're walking, going up and down, still shaking, up and down, shaking them. Okay, now let's do together like your cross-country skiing, up, together and down. And when you come down, you bend down and breathe out. Okay, now let's leave the hand alone for now. Relax them, move around anyhow you like your shoulders. And now let's go to the legs. Take one leg up and start shaking. You can hold on to a wall or a table if your balance is not steady today, and start shaking the legs. The ankle and the toes, shake them. And then get up to the knee and swing so that the knees are activated, and then go up to the hip. Roll it around anyhow you feel comfortable. Do whatever you feel like to involve the hip and the knees in the movement. Okay, keep that leg down and take the other leg up. And the same thing. So shaking the ankle and the toes to start with, and then get up to the knees and swing, and then move up to the hip and roll anyhow you like. Hold on to a table or chair or wall for balance. Good. Keep that leg down. And then let's take one leg up and tap it with the knee with the other hand. And then the other hand, leg we tap it in here. Good. Tap, tap. And when you tap, you take the other hand up. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Good. Now let's stop that and come back in the mountain pose. In the mountain pose. And then let's roll the shoulders this way. See how I'm scooping something from the ground. Scoop it and bend the knees when you come down. The knees are soft and you're bending with them. Keep scooping up. Okay, now put your hand together and do like figure 8 with the hands. See the same thing, but now that brings in, you find that as you're doing that, it brings in more of this place and more of the lower back. And normally all the muscles here have to work together. You have to work them. When you exercise all of them. So when you do that, you find that the muscles there are coming in. Turn to the side. You do that. And now let's stop that, and then my hand, I'm going to push, as if I'm going to push something across the chest to the right side. I throw it and throw the right side. Keep throwing. Push across the chest. Notice that my knees are soft, and when I do that, I lift this heel a little so that I'm actually turning, doing some bit of turning. I do that. Okay. Now, start pointing up diagonally across to the ceiling. Up, diagonal across, point up. And when you point, you turn and look at that side. So you're turning, and when I'm turning, I'm lifting the heel of the leg. Lifting that heel when I turn this way. Okay, now allow the feet to separate little and continue bending forward now as you point diagonally to the floor. Diagonal across to the floor, the other side. And keep bending, keep going, soften the knees and bend the knees if you need to. Keep going until you go to the point where you can actually tap on the floor. Tap on the floor on the outside of the leg. And when you tap on one with one hand, you take the other hand up and look up on that side. Okay, now let's start coming up. Coming up. Coming up slowly, and now we're standing up. We're standing up. Move yourself around anyhow you feel comfortable to relax. Move anyhow, good. Okay, now we're going to do a sequence called the earth sequence. We're trying to ground ourselves to the earth. And this sequence, as you find, involves breathing and also the muscles here, but very gentle manipulation of the muscles. Now we'll start by putting the hands together this way, just interlace the fingers and put them down. Now, as I breathe in, I start taking the hands up, really up to shoulder level. Then I turn them to face down, and I start breathing out. I take the hands down. Let's do it again before we go. Breathe in, turn and face up, bring it up. Breathe out, take them down. One more time before we extend the full thing. Breathe in, come up again. and breathe out as you go down. Soften the knee. Now this time, as you breathe in, you push your hands forward. Breathe in and take them all the way up above the head. The lungs are full by the time the hands come up. And as you breathe out, you release them and let them come down by the sides. Breathe in, come up again to shoulder level. Turn the palms and breathe out and push down. Now breathing in, push your hands forward and over the head. The lungs fill up when the hands come up and your knees straighten. Breathe out, you drop your hands and soften the knees. Good. Breathe in, come up, stand up. Breathe out, soften the knees and push the hands down. Then breathe in, push it in front and stand up straight. And breathe out, you drop the hands. Breathe in, come up. Now this time, go into a half squat as if you're sitting on an air chair when you breathe out. And as you breathe in, you come up and stand. And then breathe out, you drop your hand. Breathe in, up, breathe out, sit on that air chair as you bring the hands down. As you breathe in, you take the hands up and stand up fully. And as you breathe out, let the hands down. Allow the feet to separate a little because now we're going to go lower, so it allows you to go lower. Breathe in, come up, breathe out, go down, lower than last time. And as you breathe in, you stand up. And as you breathe out, the hands come down. This time, go down to a full squat or as low as you can to squat. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, squat, either on your toes or with the feet flat. Then breathe in, take the hands up and stand. Breathe out, the hands come down. Breathe in, breathe out, squat again. Breathe in, stand. You find that these simple movements are manipulating the back muscles and everything. Breathe out, down. One more time before we change. In, up, out, squat, hands down. In, up, out, hands down. Good. Now we're going to do it to the side. I'm going to mirror. My left leg will be your right. So let's turn the right leg out, turn and face the right leg, and push the left heel out. And then put the right foot in front so that when you bend, we're going to bend at some point. When you bend, the knee should be above the ankle. So check that your leg is at that position. When you bend it, the knee will come above the ankle, not too far. We want it to just be above the ankle. Okay, with that, now face the right leg. Put the hand in the same position. The knees are straight. Breathe in, bring the hands up like before. Now as you breathe out and push the hand down, you bend that right knee to be above the ankle. Then as you breathe in, keep that knee bent when you take the hands up. And then when you breathe out, you straighten the knee as you drop the hands. Breathe in, come up again. Breathe out, bend the right knee, drop the hands. Keep the knee bent when you take your hands up on the in-breath. And then as you breathe out, you straighten that knee and drop the hands by the sides. Again, breathe in, up. Breathe out, down. Bend the knee. Breathe in, hands up. And breathe out, hands down. Let's turn to the other side, the left side. Left leg pointing out, right leg pointing away, pushing away. Okay, and the hands down. Okay. Breathe in, come up, the knee is straight. And as you breathe out and drop the hands, you bend the knee. You keep the knee bent when you breathe in and take the hands over the head. And then you breathe out and drop the hands and straighten the knee. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, bend the knee, push the hands down. Keep the knee bent and inhale and take the hands above the head. Then straighten the knee as you exhale and drop the hands. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, bend the knee. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, hands down. Now turn and face the front again. We're going to do the same thing, but this time when we breathe out, we'll lean forward and we'll keep leaning, increasing the leaning forward until we get to a point where we can touch the floor and go forward. And remember, when you touch the floor, allow the knees to bend. Don't try to touch the floor with the knees straight. Want it to be gentle. Okay, so start, feet are apart, hands together. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, bend for the waist and lean forward, not too far for the first one. And then breathe in, soften the knees and straighten up. Breathe out, hands down. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, bend forward again, the knees soften. Breathe in, stand up. Breathe out, hands down. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, bend lower than the last time. And breathe in, come up. Breathe out, hands down. This time go to the lowest you can reach. If you can touch the floor, that's good. Breathe in. Breathe out, the lowest you can bend. If you touch the floor, that's good for you. And then breathe in and come up. Breathe out and hands down. Breathe in again. Breathe out again. Touch the floor if you can. If not, just go as low as you can. And then breathe in and stand. And breathe out. Hands down. Good. Now let's stand, feet together. Okay. We're now going to do a series of exercises called the energy block release. The idea is that there are points in the body where energy has blocked. I'm trying to release that energy to make it flow. I'm bringing here. The first one, I'm going to stand sideways so that you can see me. You can still face me, but I just want you to see me. That's why I stand sideways. Sit in the mountain pose. The toes are pointing forward. The feet are hip width apart. And it's a very simple thing. I'm going to start rocking. I'm going to go forward as well. I'm going to fall and I come back. So rocking front and back. Rock. Just pretend there's a little grass or reed in the wind, that the wind is blowing front and back. All the muscles are just limp, allowing that wind to blow you front and back. Good. Keep rocking. And now let's stop rocking. The same limb movement, but now moving the hip in a circular motion. Let the hip move, trace a circle around the hip. You can put your hand on the hip, so you can let the hand hang anywhere, any way you feel comfortable. Okay, now let's change direction and do it the other direction. Change the direction of the circle. Draw that way. Good. Now make it figure 8. Move the hip in figure 8. Figure 8 with the hip. Trace the 8th figure with the hip. Or for mathematicians, trace the sign of infinity with the hip. Good. Now let's stop that. And stand. Sit in the mountain pose. Take the right hand up with the palm. The wrist is relaxed, the palm is cupped a little and facing down, and the left hand is cupped and facing up. Good. Now, as you inhale, stretch the right hand up, stretch it up, and as you exhale, you bend over to the left side and feel this whole place stretch all the way up. Feel that stretch as you exhale. Now, when you inhale, let the hand pretend you're driving a car, turning the steering wheel. Inhale. As you exhale, you now change and bring the left hand up. Inhale and stretch the left hand up, and exhale and bend to that side. Turn the wheel again. Inhale. Exhale. The hands change. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Turn the wheel. Inhale in and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and stretch. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and stretch. Exhale and bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and stretch. And exhale. Good. Now drop your hand. You feel this stretch, very mild stretch on this side. And it's important because whatever we want to do for the back, the muscles are connected, you have to do for the muscle here. And some of us want to tighten the abdominal muscles, so all of them work together. You have to work on all of them together. Now, let's bring the hands, soften the elbows and the wrist and the fingers, and bring the elbows at the level of the shoulders with the palm facing back. Good. Now as I inhale, I extend that elbow, I stretch it up. Inhale and feel the lungs. When I exhale, I bring the elbows down again to shoulder level. Good. Inhale again, stretch up. Exhale, come down to shoulder. Inhale. This time come up on your toes as you inhale and touch the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you come back down the heels. Bring the hands down. Inhale, up on the toes and touch the ceiling as the lungs fill up. Exhale, the heels come back down and the elbows come down. Inhale, up on the toes and touch the ceiling. Exhale, come down. Now, curl the fingers in and inhale. Let the fingers curl in. And then as you exhale, you throw them out and explode. Exhale, throw the hands out. Exhale, throw it, good. Inhale, come back together. Exhale, good. Inhale again. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now shake out your arms if you feel like it. You can rub them if you feel like. Good. Now we're going to rotate the arms. We're going to exercise the muscles of the arms. Very gentle exercise. Let the hands hang loose here. And then start rotating the arms. See what I'm doing? I'm rotating the arms. From the fingers, let it travel like a wave from the fingers up the arm to the shoulders. And keep going. Keep going. Good. Now bring them up this way. Come up. Still rotating. And then we get up to the shoulder level. The arms are now at shoulder level. Keep rotation going. Now I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make it roll. I'm going to do alternate. Start with one hand. I feel as if the wave will travel up the arm across the right hand. So I'll do the right hand first and then come around and do the left hand first. And then notice my knees are soft. I'm moving like I'm dancing. So I do that and I'm turning to face the hand that is rotating. Good. Keep rotating. Keep the hand rotating. And you feel the arms stretching. You feel it. They're exercise as you do that. And I'm turning, I'm rolling, I'm dancing, whatever you feel like doing. There's music playing in my head that I'm going along with. Remember to bend the knees and lift one leg at a time when you move to the side. See, my leg is moving. This comes up, that comes up. Good. Dancing. Okay, now relax. You feel it. You may want to shake out those arms. They've been exercised. Good. In yoga, there is no part that is left untouched. So we're now going to do the neck and the shoulders. Bring the hands up, bring tip of fingers and put in the collarbone. Good. And within the collarbone, soften the knees. When I inhale, I push the elbows up and back, and then as I exhale, I drop them here. Good. Start again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Now let's change directions. So we inhale going back, and then we exhale as we come down from the front. And when you come down from the front, you round your shoulders. Inhale as I'm sideways so you can see. Exhale, you round the shoulders so you can actually stretch the shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. For the last one, do it the opposite direction. Go back again in the old direction. Inhale and exhale. Good. Shake out your shoulders, your elbows, your arms. We're still standing in that mountain pose. The toes are pointing forward, the feet are hip width apart. We're now going to work on the neck. I'll stand sideways again for you to see what we're going to do. I'm going to stretch the neck. And what we're going to do is I'm going to push my chin forward and then push that chin into the throat so I can stretch the back of the neck and then come back that way. Okay, so let's do it together. So stretch the chin forward and then push the chin into the throat and then roll back and push again, squeeze into the throat and come up. Push it forward, squeeze into the throat and come up one more time. Push forward, squeeze the throat and come. Good. You feel the neck straight. Well, we're doing some more for the neck. Standing in the mountain pose still, the arms are relaxed. Let's pretend we're going to get the right ear in the direction of the right shoulder. But we don't want the shoulder to come up, we want the shoulder to stay where it is, where the ear goes in that direction. Okay, so inhale. As you exhale, take the right ear towards the right shoulder, but the shoulder stays down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, the left side. Inhale, head up. Exhale, the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, to the left. Inhale, up. Now inhale this side to the right. Now roll your head down and roll your head over to the left side. And then roll it in front again, back to the right side. And then roll again in front of the chest to the left side. Roll in front to the right side. Roll to the left and roll to the right. Good. Now, we're going to keep the body straight and turn the head to look over the right side, stretching the neck that way. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right. Inhale, forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, forward. One more time to the right and forward. And the last time to the left and forward. Good. Now, we're going to work on the spine. We want to rotate the spine. Lateral rotation. Starting in the mountain pose, knees are soft and then the arms and elbows are soft. Bring them up this way. And then as if they're floating on something, they're hanging on something, floating. Bring them together in front. Good. Now, I'm going to, watch me before you join me, I'm going to take the fingers of this hand to travel from the fingers of this, coming up the arm to the shoulders as I inhale. No, as I exhale. Inhale, I come back to the front. Then exhale, I do it on the other side. Inhale, I come back to front. The arms are soft, the knees are soft. Exhale. Inhale, back to front. Exhale. Inhale, back to front. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So far there's not been much movement on the spine. Now we're going to make it now. Take your feet a little wider. And at this time, as you exhale, you turn to the back and lift this heel, the other heel, lift it off the floor on your toes. And then inhale and back, drop the inhale, and then go the other side, lift the other heel up and turn. This side, the spine is joining the exercise. Come back. We'll make it even more. This time when I go back, I turn this foot to point away and I lift this heel, allowing me to go further. Inhale, and bring the foot back to front. As I exhale, I turn this foot away and I lift this heel and I exhale. Okay, continue that way. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now one more thing to make me stretch more. As I exhale to the right, I bend the right hand and wrap it around the middle of the back. Exhale. Then when I inhale, I come back there. And as I exhale to the left, I now wrap this arm this way. Inhale and come back. Exhale, turn the left. Inhale back. Exhale, turn the leg out. One more time, both sides. Inhale. Exhale to the right, the last time on the right. Inhale back to front, and the last time on the left. And back to front. Good. Now let's stand. Okay. One more for the energy block release. This time, we're going to let a wave travel up the spine. We start from this place. We think of the spine as a chain, and we're going to let it unwind until we stand up. To do that first, let me turn and back so you can see my hand. My palms are just above the pelvis with the fingers pointing down, supporting the lower back with my hands. And I'm going to stand sideways now to show you what we're going to do. When I'm going to be bending down, each time I'm going to bend a little further. But when I come back from that bend, instead of just coming back this way, I'm going to let the combat travel like a wave. Push this one in, and then let the chain of vertebra uncurl to a standing position. That's what we're going to do. But to start, first of all, put your hand in position and inhale and extend the spine. And then as you exhale, you bend forward, not too far for the first time. And then as you start inhaling, you push the tailbone in and you uncurl the chain of vertebrae to a standing up position. Extend the spine. Then exhale again, come forward, lower than the last time. Inhaling, you uncurl to a standing position. Inhale, bend again. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Inhale, come up. And now allow the feet to separate because we're going to go lower. Allow the feet to separate. So exhale, bend lower. Then inhale and curl up. This time exhale, go to the lowest you can go. The lowest you can go, allow the knees to bend. So the lowest you can go as you exhale. And as you inhale, you come up again and stand and stretch the spine up. One more time, exhale. Inhale, come up and stand. Now this time, exhale and go down and stay down. Go down and stay down. Then bring the hands down and let the hands just touch the floor, the mat. The hands are just touching the mat. Now move your hips around like a dog wagging the tail. Move it around. And then swing your upper body and arms from side to side like a pendulum. Good. Now let's turn to the right side. Turn the right leg out and push the left heel away and put the hands down there. Okay. Good. Now head up, look up and inhale. As you exhale, you ease your chest down towards the thigh, the right thigh. Exhaling, ease it down as far as you can go in that direction. Then inhale, head up again. Exhale, ease your chest down towards the thigh. Inhale, head up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up, and exhale, down. Come back to the front, turn back and face the front. You swing your body again, left and right, like a pendulum, and then turn to the left side. Turn the left leg out, the right heel push away, the hands are down. Head up and inhale. Exhale, you ease your chest down towards the thigh. Inhale, head up. Exhale, ease down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Now come back to the front. Come back to the front. Okay. Now as you inhale, you squat and raise your head up. Look up as you inhale. Good. As you exhale, you lower the head and take the hips up. Inhale, squat again and head up. Look up. Exhale, head down. Inhale, squat, head up. If you feel comfortable, raise your hands up and wave. Good. Exhaling, put your hands down and head down. Inhale, squat, head up and hands up. Exhale, hands down and head down. Inhale, head up, hands up. Exhale, head down. Now hold it there. And then gently, as you inhale, uncurl to a standing position. Come up. Let the chain of vertebrae unwind slowly until you're now standing up. Move your body anyhow you feel like moving it. Good. Excellent. Good. Now let's sit down for some exercises. Sit down. I'm going to sit this way. Okay. I hope you can see my legs, my feet. Good. I'm going to do exercises that focus on the mid-core and the abdominal muscles. Remember what I said at the beginning, anyone that is too difficult, you feel free to skip that one and join the next one. Or more importantly, do only as far as your body allows you to do. So watch that my legs are stretched out in front. And then I'm going to put my palms against the hips with the fingers pointing towards the legs. My palms are there, fingers are pointing down. And then I'm going to lean back on my elbows. Okay. Lean back on your elbows. Good. Now for this exercise, you may find, if you've not done this before, that the abdominal muscles are not yet strong enough to hold your legs up. Feel free, when you feel too tight there, drop the leg, breathe in 50 times and join us again. You can drop the leg any number of times you want to. But now watch what we're going to do. I'm going to raise my right leg up at this angle. See my right leg? Now watch the distance between the heel and the floor and bring the left leg halfway there. The left leg is halfway between the heel of the right and the floor. And you feel it, you feel the abs tensing. Hold it there, relax the legs so that the abs are doing the work. The legs are not carrying themselves, the abs that are carrying them, thereby exercising the abdominal muscles. And you have to keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. Remember, if it gets too tight, drop your legs, rest, and bring them up again. But keep breathing. With practice, as your abdominal muscles tighten, you'll be able to hold longer. But just for now, even if it's just 1 second, you go down and come back up, do that. Keep breathing and feel it in the abs. Good, now drop the legs to the floor. I can hear you say that. Good, we're going to do the other side. So left leg comes up. Don't lie down, keep the head up. And the right comes halfway. Good. Keep it there, keep breathing. Feel free to drop and come back up. But you have to relax the legs and keep breathing. Keep breathing. Go down and come up if you need to. Now let's all come down. Good, drop the legs. Thumbs up if you feel it. Good. Excellent. Now let's lie down and bend the knees, putting the feet flat on the mat. You may want to raise your head occasionally to see what I'm doing, then join in after that. To start, let's bring the knees in, clasp the hands around them and ease the thighs into the tummy. And then roll your knees from side to side, move them from side to side to give your lower back a gentle massage. We're trying to relieve it of all the stretch we've done. Then move front and back, or circular motion, you want to massage lower back. Anyhow, just move your legs anyhow to massage lower back. Good. Now put the legs back down. We're going to work more on those abdominal muscles. And what we're going to do is very simple. Put the palms down on both sides of the body. The feet are flat. Check the position of the feet so that we want this thigh muscle to be in such a way that the socket joint here is very relaxed. You're worried about what position will this socket joint be relaxed. Okay, the hands are down. Okay. Now, flatten the small of the back, this part of the back, let it flatten completely. As it flattens that, then take the right leg off the floor, just about 1 or 2 inches, and hold it there. With the back flattened and that leg off the floor, you feel the abs working. Hold it there for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Good. Let's do it to the other side. Again, start by flattening the small of the back. Let this back. Then take the left leg off about 1 or 2 inches. Then hold it there. And let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the left leg. Good. You feel it in the abs. Now we're going to do and extend that a little. Remember, all through, let the small of the back remain flat. So flatten the small of the back to start with. Lift the right leg up a little. Now maintain it at that height and then start extending that right leg slowly. Keeping the small of the back flattened all the time as the right leg keeps extending slowly. Slowly until it is fully extended and then drop to the floor. Bend it in, and we're going to shift attention to the left leg. Start by flattening the small of the back, lift the left leg about 1 or 2 inches, maintain that height, and then start extending the left leg slowly. Slowly extending the left leg until it is fully extended, and then drop the left leg. Shift attention to the right, bring the left leg in. We'll do it one more time on each side. So, flatten the small of the back, right leg off the floor, maintain the distance and extend slowly. Keep extending until it's fully extended and drop. Bring it in, flatten, take the left up, and then start extending the left leg slowly. Slowly until it is fully extended and drop. Bring left leg in. Now we'll do a different variation that now works on the psoas muscles inside here. Those are the muscles we're going to work on now. Okay. To do that, bring the left knee in, hug the leg, and ease the thigh onto the tummy. Then maintain this contact of the back with the floor. Lift the right leg up a little and start extending the leg slowly. And you'll find that the muscles that are working are different this time. As you extend slowly until it is fully extended, and drop. Put the left down, put the right in, then take the right up and ease the thigh onto the tummy. Flatten the back and lift the left leg up. Maintain that and start extending slowly. Slowly extending until it is fully extended. Drop. Good. Put the right down one more time on each side. Put the left in. Then left knee up. Ease the thigh. Lift right leg up slowly, extending. Slowly extending until it is fully extended. Drop. Last time on the other side, left side. Right knee up, then ease the thigh into the tummy, flatten the back, with the left leg, and extend slowly. Extend slowly until it is fully extended. And drop. Good. Excellent. Now, let's turn now to do some exercises on our tummy. Okay, so lie on your tummy. put one palm on top of the other and make a pillow, and put the forehead on the pillow. But for now, I want you to raise your head and watch what I'm going to do, so I'll demonstrate before we start. So raise your head up, look at me. We're going to put the head this way. Now watch my toes. The toes are initially pointing away, watch them. Now I'm going to lift the right leg and put the toes on the mat. Then drop the knee. So the toes of the right leg are on the mat and the knees here. Then what I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to be stretching the right leg and lowering the knee again. So stretch, knee off and down. Okay, so we're ready. So put your forehead on your hands. Initially the toes are pointing away, like I said. Now lift the right leg and let the toes get on the mat with the knee off the floor initially, and then drop the knee. Good. Now as you inhale, stretch your right knee off the floor. The toes remain on the floor. As you exhale, you drop the right knee to the floor. Inhale, stretch your right knee off the floor. Exhale, drop the right knee to the floor. Inhale again, right knee off. Exhale, right knee down. Now point the right toes away, and I bring the left toes down. The knee off initially, and then drop the knee back. Again, we'll start again. Inhaling, stretch the left knee off the floor. Exhaling, left knee down. Inhaling, left knee off. Exhaling, left knee down. Inhaling, left knee off. And exhaling, left knee down. Good. Now point the toes away. And now we're going to do the Sphinx, which will walk on the back. We'll start by taking the hands up and stretching them in front of you. Watch my hands. They're straight in front. We'll do it in stages. So let's start by the arms extended in front of the head. And the forehead down, the elbows down. Now lift your head up, and the head goes up. As it goes up, takes the neck with it, and then the elbows come off the floor. The arms are now fully extended, and I stretch the spine as I feel the lungs completely. And then as I start breathing out, I drop everything back, the elbows down and the forehead down. Start again, inhale, head up, neck up and elbows off the floor. Arms are fully extended, the spine is extended, the lungs fill up as I fully extend. And then I start breathing out as I drop the chest, the elbows and the forehead. One more time, head up, inhaling, stretch your arms, stretch the lungs, stretch your spine as the lungs fill up. And then exhaling, drop the chest, the arms, and the forehead. Good, now bring the arms in, bring them closer, just in front of the head, just there. The elbows are now bent and on the sides. Okay, inhaling, take your head up, the head takes the neck and the neck takes part of the chest. The lungs fill up as I stretch the spine. Exhaling, I lower the chest and forehead. Inhaling, take the head again, the head takes the neck takes the chest, and I stretch the spine as the lungs fill up. Exhaling, and lower. Now bring the hands in more. This time the thumb should be at the level of the ears. The elbows are to the side to start with. Okay, as you inhale, take your head up, head takes the neck takes the chest, and I roll the elbows in to come under the shoulders. So I'm now like a sphinx. The lungs fill up by the time I get to this position. Then I start breathing out and I roll the elbows out of the way for the chest to come down. Start again, inhale, head up, neck up, chest up, and the elbows roll in to come under the shoulders into the sphinx. And as I breathe out, I roll the elbows out of the way for the chest to come down. One more time, inhale, head up, neck up, chest up, and the elbows come in under the shoulders. Now hold it there and breathe in and out. Straighten the spine. In and out as the spine is stretching. Good. As you exhale, you come down and roll your elbows out of the way. Good. Now put the palms under you and push up on all fours. Push up on all fours. And check that in a position where the wrist is directly below the shoulders and the knee is directly below the hip. This is the last stretch, the cat stretch. Okay, in the neutral position, there's a small trough in the middle of the back. The head is up. Good. As I inhale, then when you exhale, you pull the middle of the back towards the ceiling. You push your head down, you round your shoulders, and the middle of the back goes towards the ceiling like a cat. Exhale fully. As you inhale, you relax into the neutral position again. The back drops, the head comes up. Exhale, drop the head again and round the shoulders and tuck in the tailbone. Exhale fully. The middle of the back goes to the ceiling. Inhale. Neutral position. One more time. Exhale. Middle of the back goes up, the shoulders round, and the head drops. Move your arm around like a playful cat. In front and back. Then inhale back into neutral position. Good. And now we come to the most important exercise of the evening. The final relaxation. So lie in a position that you find comfortable for relaxation. The normal position is in what we call the corpse pose, where you lie down with your feet a comfortable distance apart and your palms within the ceiling. But some people find it more comfortable to bend the knees and put the feet flat while putting the palms the same way. Others also check which one works for you, whether the knees should be bent or legs straight out. And for those of you who have a concave back, sometimes you find it more comfortable to put a folded blanket or light cushion under the middle of the back. Just check the position that works for you and get into that position. I will sit down to direct the relaxation. So lie down, and that's the most important of all the things we've done today. This relaxation is the most important one. Okay. I will sit down to direct you, but lie down, lie on your back. Lie on your back, either with the legs straight out or the knees bent. Find which one is more comfortable for you. I'm only sitting there so that I can direct the sequence. Okay. Check your leg position, check your arms. The palms are a comfortable distance from the body facing the ceiling. And now allow your eyes to close gently and listen to me, and let's see how far we go. We will start by scanning the body. So move all your attention to the toes. Focus completely on the toes. Nothing else matters in this world except your toes. Then let your attention travel from the toes, going over the feet to the ankles. And then continue up the legs to the knees, up the thighs to the hips. Move your attention to the buttocks, and then wrap around and come to the lower abdomen. Then move up over the tummy to the upper abdomen. Now bring the attention and focus on the navel. From there, wrap around to the lower back and close in from both sides to the middle. Then take the attention to the tip of the tailbone and travel up the spine from there, one vertebra at a time, going through the middle back to the upper back. And when you reach the upper back, bring the attention to the shoulder blades. Focus on the shoulder blades. From there, move sideways into the armpits. Go down the sides, then up the rib cage to the chest, and close in from both sides to the middle. Go up the middle to the point between the breasts. Go sideways onto the breasts. Go up to the shoulders, down the upper arms to the elbows, down the lower arms to the wrists, into the palms, then to the fingers, over the tips to the back of the hands. Now come up the arms over the wrists, elbows, and shoulders to the back of the neck. Wrap around to the throat. Then come over the chin, the jaws, and the lips to the cheeks. Explore the cheeks and bring the attention to the tip of the nose. Go over the bridge of the nose to the eyes. Check the eyeballs, the eyelids, the eyebrows. Then go over the forehead to the top of the head. And now your body is totally relaxed. And as the body relaxes, we take the attention to the breathing. Become aware of the contact of the breathing with the lining of the nostrils as you breathe in and out. Notice that the breathing has become relaxed and calm. Now take the attention down to the tip of the tailbone. And as you breathe in, travel up the spine from there to the top of the head. Then as you breathe out, travel down the front, over the nose, navel, back to the tip of the tailbone. Start breathing in again, traveling up the spine, and breathing out, traveling down the front. Keep breathing and traveling in that cyclic movement, up the back and down the front with the breathing. Keep following that cyclic pattern. Now as the next out breath, shift your attention to the right leg and breathe out when you go down from the hip to the toes. And you breathe in from the toes to the hip of the right leg. Now let's check the attention to the left leg. Out from the hip to the toes. In from the toes to the hip. Now change to the right arm, out from the shoulder to the fingers, in from the fingers to the shoulder. The next out breath, go to the left arm, out from the shoulder to the fingers, in from the fingers to the shoulder. Now bring the attention to the chest and become aware of the gentle movement of the chest with the breathing. When you breathe in, there's a gentle rise of the chest. And when you breathe out, it falls. Now let your attention move from the chest to the shoulders, down the arms to the elbows, continue down to the wrists, over the palms to the fingers. Wiggle your fingers gently, and now wiggle your toes gently. Allow the arms and the legs to start moving gently and slowly with the eyes still closed. Allow the spine to move also. Wriggle your body a little. Move your arms over the head and give your body a very gentle stretch. Keep the eyes closed and turn to the right side. Allow the knees to bend and then sit up quietly. Eyes remain closed and sit in any comfortable position you can sit. The eyes remain closed. Just sit quietly for a while. Mentally observe how relaxed your body is and how calm your mind is. And affirm to yourself that when you need to relax, you will have full control to bring yourself to this level of relaxation. With that affirmation, put your palms over the face, fingers in the hairline, then stroke your fingers down the face, and as they pass the eyes, allow the eyes to open. And that ends the session. Om Shanti.